You are listening to Insurance Untangled podcast, where we explore the various challenges faced by dental practices due to their reliance on insurance. In this podcast, we dive deep into the issues surrounding dental insurance dependence and offer practical solutions and strategies for reducing your reliance on insurance. Join us as we interview industry experts, share success stories, and provide valuable insights to help you take control of your practice's financial future.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Insurance Untangled podcast. I have my dear friend and co-host, Jordan, with me today. But before we jump in, I have a quick announcement to make. We have our second summit, or what we called Insurance Untangled Live. This is going to be happening on the 1st of March. It happens to be a Friday from 12 Eastern Time to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We are super excited to do this event. The last one was a big success. Myself, Jordan, Ben, and several guests joined us, and we talked about many of the topics that's bothering you, that's keeping you up at night. This event is very specifically around the biggest mistakes to avoid in 2024 and beyond. The biggest mistakes to avoid in 2024 and beyond. We all know that working smart is 10 times better than not working smart. Just because, what's the point of making the same mistakes a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth time, and then deal with the consequences of that mistake, right? Like, for example, let's say you have a PPO plan that's literally costing you money. In other words, every time you see a patient from that plan, you're losing money. I mean, okay, you did it once, fine, but imagine you're getting new patients every day, or you have existing patients from that plan every day, and every single day you keep losing money with that particular PPO plan. So that's an example of a mistake that will keep costing you money if you don't fix it. So we're going to dive into that. I'm going to dive into certain mistakes I have learned on the marketing side. Jordan is going to do that. Of course, many of our other speakers are going to do that. We're going to have panels. We're going to have keynote speeches. We're going to have a lot of fun. 3 hours of CE. So it starts at 12 Eastern or 9 Pacific, and then ends at 3:20. And that's because we have included 2 10-minute breaks. So we have 2 10-minute breaks and then 3 hours of awesome content. Any comments on this, Jordan?
Just get ready to rock and roll and have a good time. That's what I have to say. It's going to be a great event. The last event was super successful and super helpful for practices. We had a lot of practices that came to our webinar that signed up for our services, and we chatted with them about the webinar, and they absolutely loved it. So let's go.
Absolutely. I think one thing I think we all are realizing as a profession and as a community is, if something is not working, let's do something else. Let's do something different. Yeah. Like, no point just working harder or trying to squeeze oil out of a stone or something. Right? It's just impossible. So let's work smart instead. So I'm looking forward to it. I know there's going to be awesome content. Of course, invite all your friends. We have made the membership free. We'll put a link in the show notes. Just go to insuranceuntangleded.com, and of course you can learn about this event and sign up directly from there. So looking forward to it. Jordan, today you are my guest. I'm going to be talking about membership plans, and specifically how to grow a membership plan with small business owners. So that's a great topic, right? It's a great topic because, every economist that I have listened to or, read their reports on are saying a lot of the growth in our economy is coming from small businesses. In other words, the big businesses are firing people because they want to make more profits. They're trying to use AI and all kinds of ways to kind of shrink. And then, of course, the small businesses are the ones innovating. Like, you are a small business, I'm a small business. Every one of our dental clients is a small business, right? So how do you grow your practice with the help of small business owners? Specifically, how do you grow your membership plan revenue and membership plan patients with the help of small business owners? So that's the topic. Let's jump in.
Let's do it.
My first question to you, Jordan, is why is it so important to grow a patient membership plan? Like, what's the rationale for it? I know I started by talking about like a PPO plan that's literally costing you money every time you see their patient. Of course, if a patient is not on a PPO plan, they still need their cleanings. They still need a home, a dental home, who they know, like, and trust. They still need, hopefully, we all like to save money. They still want ways to save money. Of course, they're going to be paying full fees, but because membership plans do not control how much you charge. Like membership plans don't tell you, well, for my patients or for membership plan patients, you're going to give a 50% discount, or well, you can't raise your fees. There's none of those rules because it's your membership plan, meaning you, the
Exactly.
practice owner, decides the fees. You, the practice owner, decides the terms of the plan. So why is it important for practices who are trying to get untangled from insurance to have a membership plan?
Yeah, well, exactly what you said, Naren. The PPO plans are crap and they really don't add value to the patient or the practice, right? And really, membership plans is all about adding value to the practice and to the patients. So when we say, it's extremely important to grow a membership program, especially in 2024, is number one, you're not controlled by PPO plans. Number two, you generate predictable recurring revenue for your practice. Three, you're still helping your patients maybe receive some discounts and included services when they join your membership plan. You kind of roll out the red carpet for your loyal patients who join, right? Which is amazing. You want more loyal patients. In fact, that's some of the biggest problems in dentistry and small business in general is creating loyalty, and a membership plan just does that, right? In addition to that, you can incentivize your team and get them excited and motivated to help grow the membership plan, and build a really positive and abundant culture, by rewarding your team members by helping grow a membership plan, right? So that's one of the reasons why. And when you create predictable recurring revenue through your membership plan, it increases the value of your practice, and you generate this recurring revenue stream that really helps you sleep better at night because you know predictably when that revenue is coming into your practice, and you can design it in a way to make sure you have cash infusions right before payroll periods or things like that, big payments that you need to make. And it really makes managing your business a dream, and I'll talk about some case studies a little bit later in this episode that kind of will paint the vision of what you can achieve.
That's awesome. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Before we get into, growing membership plans with the help of small business owners, give me like name drop, like different ways you can grow a membership plan.
Yeah. So, I mean, every practice should be doing all these best practices when it comes to growing the membership plan. But some of the easy ones would be, if you're just getting started with your membership plan, identifying your uninsured patient base and talking to them through email, text messages, face-to-face, flyers, brochures, letters, all that stuff, and start to educate them that you offer a membership plan and you don't need insurance to come to their practice, right? Because most patients think, well, I don't have insurance, so I'm not going to go to the dentist, right? Which is, we all know that's not true. They can go to the dental office and get care without insurance. A membership program helps them with that mindset, but also gives them some easy and attractive benefits to be loyal to your practice. So start with your uninsured inactive. Excuse me. So you want to target your uninsured patients. You want to target your inactive patients because most likely they lost their insurance and stopped coming to your practice, right? Because of that mindset, right? Or for other reasons, you can use a membership program to reactivate your patients that become inactive. And then a third way is, if you're dropping PPO plans, you want to be able to convert your PPO patients over to your membership plan and let them know that you have something similar that can help them receive care and savings. And then, of course, lastly, the theme of the podcast would be really networking with small business owners and getting to know more small business owners and their employees, and helping them design a plan that will attract and give benefits to their employees. That's a way to, like, a one-to-many approach to get more patients on your membership program. Here at BoomCloud, every single one of our employees gets a membership plan that BoomCloud pays for, right? So all of our employees get dental care through a membership plan versus through traditional insurance, and they love it. And they get the savings and better benefits by joining a membership plan. So those are the best ways to grow a membership program. And then, of course, that small business is when practices figure that out, it's great for growth.
Right. Yeah, I love that. I mean, going after your existing patients who are not insured.
Yeah, that's low hanging fruit.
And let's go deep into this topic of how do we grow with the help of small business owners.
Yeah.
Now, for me, like a small business could be a dental practice. Of course, you're not selling
Yeah,
this to the dental practices because they're your competition, but every other
sure.
type of small, a florist, insurance agent, a furniture shop, like, I mean, you name it, right? Every single business we see, restaurants, every single business we
Yes.
see in our community, like we drive and we go do business with, is, a great place for you to get membership plan patients from, right? Because unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm going to say fortunately, many of these small businesses can't afford the exorbitant fees charged by the PPO plans, right?
Yeah,
$1,000 to $1,200. If I'm running a
sure.
restaurant, I cannot, I mean, if I have 50 people working in my restaurant because it's all
That's a
shift
lot.
based,
Yeah,
I cannot afford 50 grand, to give a PPO plan. And then they'll give me
sure.
crappy service, crappy, things anyway. So what's the point?
It's just
But
complicated. Yeah.
I could afford $200 a patient, 250 a patient. That's 10 grand. That's,
Yeah.
$1,000 a month. Not too bad. And if that's going to make a difference in retaining my patients and keeping my patients because they don't have dental benefits, hey, I'll do it all day long, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, so talk about, maybe start by painting a picture. Start by somebody who's doing this right. That way we all know
Yeah.
what's possible, and then talk about how they went about doing it.
Yeah. So the people that do it right pick a niche or an industry to target first, right? So like
Mm.
your example, restaurants. We had a practice that targeted restaurants and I think they grew their membership program by 300 patients just by targeting restaurants. That's all they focused on, right?
Wow.
My recommendation is and we're actually, we have a piece of our software and our team helps identify the markets and reach out to small businesses to help them understand membership plans and to sign up. What we do and how we help our practices, we identify a short list of industries, typically industries that care about they care about their health, right? So think optometrists, think other medical locations and their employees, think
Mm.
veterinary clinics, right? Other types of clinics and practices that aren't dentists, right? I mean, you could target like an ortho practice because most likely ortho practices don't do membership plans, right? Because
Right.
their business model doesn't fit the scope of a membership plan. But think other healthcare small business and their employees. That's the easiest thing. That's the easiest way to target, right? And how we look at it, because optometrists are doing optometry membership plans, and we're kind of leading that in that industry right now. And you can swap services, right? Think about that for a second. You call an optometry practice up and say, "Hey, we have a dental membership plan that we want to offer your employees. You're just down the street from us, so why not?" And most likely, as we're growing the optometry space at BoomCloud, you can say, "Why don't you create a membership plan for your optometry clinic? Offer that to your patients. We'll be the first business to buy as a dental office, and we'll give our employees vision care through your membership plan." So that's the best way to go about it because they understand and you can help each other out, which is a beautiful partnership. Helping the other medical healthcare clinics out. It's a
Yeah.
really we're seeing a lot of success with that. But so
And
that's
you
what
know
I
what?
would.
I'm just taking it a step further. They
Yeah,
become friends. So maybe they don't mind having some of your flyers in their front desk, right?
exactly. Yeah,
Because
no,
like
that's
we go there, like all of us go there and they start, and
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, do you know these guys? Yeah, of course. This is the dental office all of us go to.
So it's not only the power of like connecting with small businesses in the healthcare that you can benefit their employees, but
Right.
it's a great business partnership that you can also tap into their patient base. So it's double-sided. That's why I think it's some of the most important industries to target is the other healthcare clinics in your area, because they get it. They understand your business model
Let
because it's
me
very similar.
Yeah, you said this one particular practice you're thinking of, went after a niche, and in that case, restaurants. But it doesn't matter what the niche is. We are recommending healthcare practices.
It doesn't matter
Like,
that what the niche is. If like I'm here in Utah in Lehigh, and if a practice wants to target all the tech companies, that's a great opportunity too. But what I'm
right,
saying with the other healthcare industries is that it's double-sided, meaning you can
yeah,
capture their patients, they can capture your patients if they end up doing like a vision membership plan or
right,
a I mean choose your healthcare industry that does any type of maintenance, right?
yeah.
So that's what I recommend, just because it's double-sided. It's patients and employees that you can get from the small business. And
Yeah.
there's smaller deals, meaning like an optometry clinic, I think averages, I think 6 or 7 employees. So it's an easier talking point. You're not dealing with corporations, meaning they have 100 plus or 50 plus employees, where then the sale becomes really complicated for the practice owner. And if you're not accustomed to like enterprise sales, let's call it that, it's going to be really difficult for your practice to scale that unless you have a dedicated person. I'm not saying you can't do that. You definitely can. That's why I like the small healthcare clinics in your local area to reach out to. It's because it's double-sided. You can capture their patients and their employees. So to me, that's the best, because you get it's a two-sided approach with one conversation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think probably a lot of doctors listening to this are saying, how do I do this? I get it
Yeah.
conceptually, understand I can go after small businesses,
Yeah.
but like I'm a dentist. You're telling me to
I'm
do
tied to the chair.
something I'm not comfortable with. So I don't
Sure.
know even where to begin, how to start, where to
Yeah.
go.
Well, yeah, we've seen this in the industry, So, I mean, Boom Cloud, my team has created an offering that we're getting ready to launch. We're actually beta testing it for some new customers and existing customers. We actually helped, and we're building in our platform to identify automatically when you sign up for Boom Cloud in the zip code. When you put your zip code in on registration to our software product, it'll automatically find those industries like optometrists, veterinarian, chiropractors, all the healthcare industries. It'll automatically find those practices and capture their contact information, and you can easily send them like an email educating them about your membership plan, and they can actually sign up through the email, right? Because when you sign up for Boom Cloud, we automatically create these landing pages that are like pricing and sign up pages for your membership plan. So email outreach is always the easiest and the best. And then as you develop a relationship, you can go visit the clinics and small businesses and just get to know their team. And it's a basic relationship game, right? I would also recommend joining like networking groups, like small business networking groups. There's one called BNI. I used to be a part of it. And it's a way for you to meet other business owners in your local area and network with them and get referrals and even sign up their employees, right? So email outreach and phone calls, calling local businesses in your area, and then networking are the two major ways to really scale that small business outreach to get your membership plan scaled up.
Absolutely. That's a great place to start. I think, do you need a champion of some sort? Do you need somebody in charge of this? How do you how do you motivate them?
Great question. And yeah, the answer is yes. You need a champion that you assign to in the office that owns this function of the business. It's actually a really fun function once you map it out correctly to your team members. You want to make sure you incentivize your team members to help grow the membership plan. In fact, some of our fastest growing membership plan practices that are growing 80 to 100 plus patients per month incentivize their teams. And we have a cool feature in Boom Cloud called the reward tracker that allows you to track the production, the enrollment or signups per team member. And you can create a leaderboard and a way to bonus them, right? Often our practices will like add a one-time enrollment fee when a patient signs up, call it $25 to $100, depending on the area you're in. The practice owner then will take a percentage or all of that enrollment fee and give it to as a bonus to the employee that signs up that patient, and that's a great way to incentivize, especially if they're going to be reaching out to small businesses. That means they can sign up multiple patients at once. You always want to incentivize your teams. The practices that simply don't grow their membership plan. It's a team sport. Business is a team sport. Growing a product like this or an offering like this in dentistry is a team sport. So you want to involve your team members and share the wealth as they help you grow recurring revenue. So that's probably the biggest suggestion that I would give everybody to help grow it is if you're not rewarding your team, they're not going to be motivated or excited. You'll be excited, but they won't. And then it won't grow. And then nobody gets excited. So that's probably the biggest tip that we're finding. Practices that motivate and incentivize win.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and you're saying you have seen many, many practices have a champion, incentivize,
Yeah,
of course, the right champion, and then incentivize them and they win. Is there any attributes that you want to look for in this champion?
Yeah, you want to make sure that they will like talking to people, existing patients and new patients, right? If they're like an introvert that gets exhausted talking to new people and patients, they're probably not the best fit, although some can work. But I would look for somebody who loves people, loves talking to people, and is bought in and loves the idea of a membership plan and how it benefits the patient, the practice, and themselves, right? So I would say those are the few attributes to look for. If you have an ornery office manager that's like, I don't want to do anything new, you're not going to move forward. People need to be excited and bought in to grow this membership plan. Most of the time, like we've talked to some practice owners who were like thrilled and so excited to launch a membership plan. And then a team member was like, well, I don't want another thing on my plate. It's like, hey, we're all in this together. And if you got to think of the greater good of the business, right? If your team member is not thinking about the greater good of the business and helping you push the business forward, then you get rid of them. They're not a good fit. You always want somebody that puts the business first and then benefits as it grows as well, right? So that's my 2 cents on that.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I really learned a lot today, and I know you kind of shared a case study
Yeah.
at the very beginning of this conversation. Let's say I'm really serious about membership plan. I want to take the next step, and especially I'm serious about growing membership plan because I see so many small businesses around me, and I
Sure.
feel
Yeah.
like, I can do good for them. Plus, I can help grow my practice. Where do I start? Are there any resources, any help that I can tap into?
Yeah. First of all, I would recommend scheduling a demo on boomcloudapps.com to learn about how our software can help the management, the rewarding, and the outreach, right? From your existing uninsured, inactive, and now small business outreach. And then we do have, so that's our first resource is our software product. And then second, we have some education on our website, some books. Just go to boomcloudapps.com. We have a free books section. We have a blog that as well that educates and inspires about growing membership plans. But we have the $1 Million Membership Plan ebook you can download, the Fire the PPOs ebook, as well as some recorded webinars that you can watch to help educate you on growing membership plans. So go to boomcloudapps.com, schedule a demo, and download our ebooks and courses.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jordan. I really had a lot of fun today. And I honestly believe, membership plans are critical if you're trying to get untangled. And whether you end up
Totally.
using Boom Cloud or not, I really think just having that meeting just to learn how to think about it, how to be successful
Yeah,
in it, I think it's huge. So this is
absolutely.
complimentary, right, Jordan? Like where you show them how they can go about building and, growing their membership plan.
Yeah. On a demo, we have calculators that we will look at and it kind of project your recurring revenue growth and patient adoption to this, as well as, like I said, courses and other tools and resources on our website that you can check out.
Awesome. To book a demo, do they just go to the website boomcloudapps.com or is there a unique link you want us to share?
Just go to boomcloudapps.com. There's a pink button that says schedule a demo, and then you fill out a form and just let us know that you heard us on the Insurance Untangled podcast, and that's all you need to do.
Awesome. We'll do that. Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you so much. We'll include all those information in the call notes as well. Thank you all of you guests for being part of this. And both Jordan and I look forward to also seeing you in our second Insurance Untangled live event on March 1st. If you like this podcast, feel free to share it on social media or write a review for us on Google, Apple, your podcast platform of choice. And we would love to see you with another amazing episode of the Insurance Untangled podcast. Of course, go to the website insuranceuntangled.com to read show notes, get all the links, and find other resources. Thank you.